Look, I'll do the best I can out here, but my little light is not charged. It caught me slipping today, but I'll try to move around a little bit, work on the lighting. Shout out to my new and old. You guys just put the phone down if you need to and just listen to my voice. Look, here's the thing. Women, they decide what is attractive, okay? Not an alpha, not a beta, not a sigma, not a content creator male, not a podcasting male, not a reaction video making male. We don't set the standard for what women find attractive. All right. Now, masculine qualities can't be faked. Black women have a term, we can't unlame a lame. And I'm going to make sure that they say this as much as possible because we know that women are looking for influence. And it seems like you guys are programming women or trying to in the wrong kind of way. You're having them look for superficial things. And I guess you feel like there's safety in that. Who is they? I'm talking about these. I don't know if it's an alpha or a beta because either one ain't nothing to me. But whatever they consider themselves, just some of these male podcasters, any guy that's out there trying to put influence on women, because I'm watching how these women are watching podcasters. They're watching us. So depending on what we put out here, which this needs to be stressed more than, these older guys, these married guys trying to shame men into getting with women, that's not going to work. If you start mentioning like, how these podcasters are out here trying to influence women to go for more superficial things as opposed to looking for the kind of man. Because it's how you know that women are starting to look around. Because if you look at the landscape and you look at what other podcasters were talking about, a lot of it's coming down to height. They're starting to, and I told these guys, I said, listen, don't start to break apart and start having little inward fighting because I'm gonna crush them all. I said this. I said, listen, man, let's keep this front we got going on strong because if I see any infighting, and I mean infighting is when cowardly, low vibrational males who are competing with other males start throwing shade at other groups. So I'm telling you, couple different things. You'll have the guys that are making a bunch of money. They'll get online and try to influence women to worry about only money. I mean, you have to watch what people are doing. That's why I keep telling these guys, watch the podcasters you're watching. Some of these guys are treating you like women and they're trying to get you to rage out about every female. And the more they get you upset and excited, the more clicks they get. Hence, MTR and what's going on with the plumber as an example. It's in a way to get you emotional to watch them gossip about another man. There's a lot of gossiping going on with podcasters. What's going on? There's gossiping, and they don't want to get out there and put some work in to give you guys some original content. Like, listen, I get on here and I do get at women, but I also bust my ass every day. No diddy, working out. I mean, I work out a lot. And I work out on TikTok to motivate people and show people that this is real. I don't just say I do. I'll get on there and work out on TikTok for, anywhere between 10 to 20, I'm saying, something minutes just consistently, just to show people this is real. I stretch out a lot. I talk to you guys about fasting. I give you guys different tools you can use that don't cost money to help elevate yourselves. But a lot of these guys get on here and just react to the most heinous videos to get you moving in your emotions like a woman, like a female would. And those emotions that have you moving in is the dopamine hit that you need to keep coming back and feeding off of their content. That's why, I'm trying to get you guys to not want to so much be into the gossiping. I make videos about reacting to videos as well, but there's a lot of people out there that's doing reaction videos where they'll take one video and they'll do a deep dive and thoroughly analyze it. There's a lot of different ways to get your content without it being just what some of these guys are doing, just basically it's women bashing. And you need to understand the difference between a man who wants to give women that fatherly corrective type of treatment, as opposed to a man that seems like he's just disgusted with women and has nothing but negative things to say. You have to differentiate between the two, because a lot of these guys out here, you don't know who they're batting for, and also you don't know if they just can't stand women and they're just feeding you the same way that these female content creators are out here just feeding women negativity about men who might be trying to heal, but they're being led astray. So, with that being said, gentlemen, a lot of these content creators will lure you in, and then next thing you know it, they're starting to cause friction amongst men, where they're speaking as if all of a sudden height and money are the deciding factors of whether you're going to get a woman or not. Now, let me make you understand what's going on here, gentlemen. This is why I keep telling you, as a Sigma, you got to ride solo. The alphas and the betas, they're looking around like these cowards like to do. They're always checking another man's meat. And, they see you have a lot of women that are surrounding you, orbiting you. They'll never admit it. So what they like to do is try to pick you apart and figure out what it is about you that they think that you don't have, or your shortcomings. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. And they'll try to exploit it like women. So you'll hear a lot of guys online who are over 6 foot. See, these guys, you'll never hear a guy that's under 6 foot talking about women only want 6 foot guys unless he's a defeated man. You know what I'm saying? You'll never, because a man could be 5'3" and have the heart of a lion, and his aura, he can get any woman he wants, right? See, a lot of these guys out here, you got a bunch of lames. And again, I got to tell you what the black women be saying all the time. And this, see, the women can tell this. You can't unlame a lame. What that means is these guys weren't getting no play before the money, and now getting the money, you're still a lame. You're not getting no play. Okay. And you don't need money to get women. You don't need to be over 6 foot. But here lately, we're hearing a lot of content creators and podcasters. You got to be over 6 foot, and you got to have money. And no, you don't. And no, you don't. What it sounds like to me is they feel like you're a threat. They're noticing women are talking about other things that they don't have the capability of tapping into. Women are wanting a spiritually connected man that's got a connection with God, that doesn't need his brothers or his homies or his business comrades to feed him. If you ever listen to what MTR was saying, mediocre tutorials and reviews, he was reading his comments, he was running to his homeboys, he's asking a bunch of people how to move. Women can feel that energy. They like a man that can go within, speak to God, says he's going to stand on something and move on it. They like that decisiveness. They like the fact that they ain't got to worry about homeboys and network business partners being in all the business whenever a major move needs to be made. Sometimes it got to be made on the spot. You can't just consult somebody all the time. And women are out here doing this thing where they're reevaluating, because truth be told, hey, what's going on, fam? What's going on? It's true. Truth be told, women are reevaluating this thing. I'm giving women talking points. I know a lot of y'all watch me. Let's go ahead and crush some of these fake ass lames out here, okay? I'm working with you right now because I can see some of these men are moving in bad faith. When I see mediocre tutorials and reviews out here trying to crucify this young man who we should be trying to help at all costs and given the benefit of a doubt, seeing as how the man is trying to do better, the same thing he's always talking about, yet they're all trying to crucify him and the others that are in connection with him. I told you, these content creators, if they're doing the same kind of niche, they all know each other. And they click up and they start making all these different videos to try to smother the man's name in a bunch of crap. Okay? I don't like that. That's bullying. I don't like it. I don't like it. And also, I want you guys to understand something. I was watching this one guy who was talking about this subject today and try to make it about men shouldn't be sassing back women. Also mentioned something about guys giving people strikes to their channel. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? This dude named Chief Zed or something like that. You got to understand that some of these people that have black faces are not African American people. And I watch a lot of Tariq Nasheed here lately, and I'm glad I do. He keeps you abreast of the situation. A lot of these Africans and black people from other countries will come over here and cosplay African American culture and the way we speak, but their ideology is they're trying to replace you. And they call up on Tariq's show and says stuff crazy like, we're coming over here and doing better than you guys, and you guys are always whining, and this is how they think. And you're watching this guy, he's black like you, and you're thinking that he's giving you the perspective of an African American. No, he's some African or something who has probably the ideology of you're a lazy black American and that you don't deserve the freedoms you have here. And so when you watch these people that are making hit pieces on African Americans or Americans, and you don't know the country these people are from, and they just consistently keep you got to remember people have their own agendas. I'm watching this Chief Zed dude. I'm like, why is he still making videos against this guy? He tried to make it about men shouldn't go back and talking about I don't agree with men that go back and forth with women. No disrespect, but disrespect. Who gives a damn what you think? Who cares what you think, lame? I don't. Some of these dudes, man, they build up their clout online, and all of a sudden they think that they're some kind of Casanova, a Mac, or a real leader. No, you built a following online, meaning just being real and what it is, you are able to convince people to believe in you and your ideology. That doesn't mean that you've done anything humanitarian wise or you've done anything self sacrificing wise, okay? So stop thinking that that means something. These dudes, man, they always get a little bit of clout and they all of a sudden become preachers and think they can just speak about things. You're still a lame. You can't unlame a lame. Women don't look at that dude and be like, yeah, he gets the cooter wet. They're not. They're not. So again, these guys, man, you got some dudes online who are straight up lames. I try to keep my mouth shut, but now they're doing too much. They're lames, man. They're nerdy ass dudes that grab talking points and they go online and they act. They put on a voice and a fake face. These guys would not speak this way in real life. They would never speak their ideologies anywhere, in public, because some of these, like I said, foreigners, they don't want to mess up the way they got their living condition over here. They go along to get along. How the hell am I listening to some dude named Chief Zed? And this dude is talking about Aaron and how men shouldn't sass women. Bro, I'm pretty sure in your home country, they don't sass women. They just go upside their head. I don't need for you to be telling me what you think. What you're doing is you're trying to justify your homeboy MTR's actions, and you're trying to bring in all this other stuff that has nothing to do with the price of tea in China to make your point more solidified. It's not. Your comment section was lighting your ass up as they should have. A bunch of African American males giving you the business, saying that the plumber has gone on a podcast and cleared it up. Have you not seen it? We know you have, but you're still dropping hit pieces for your homeboy. Okay. Alrighty. You got to be careful on here. When you got these nerds online, and I don't mean it in like the cool, nerdy way like I am. No, I mean like the loser nerd that pasted against the wall that has a vendetta against anyone that was cool or all the women or whatever. And he can't wait till he gets his money to get his revenge and act like he's somebody. I've been this way while I have nothing. I've been not acting, being confident like I am when I was homeless in 2022 after my failed marriage, and I ran up out of there. I started from scratch and built myself up with no help, no jumping on podcasts and trying to get them to give me some of their subscribers, and this whole system you have of jumping on other people's podcasts and building your following, jumping on another podcast and building your following. So you have an amalgamation of a bunch of random people that don't really believe in you. Okay? You know what it is. I got to call them out, Sigma. They really think that they're doing something. Listen, you built up a following while some of us were, in Iraq, doing real stuff, dodging bullets, defending the country, the best, being real self-sacrificing, doing what real men do. Just because you got to the dance before me don't mean you're going to close it down. Do you understand? I'll say it again. Just because you got to the dance before me doesn't mean you are or will close it down. When I get there, that's when the party starts. Okay? What how's it go? The party don't start till I walk in. Things are changing, as you can see, as I am making my way downtown, walking fast. I got a bunch of them, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm influencing actual change. I'm going to continue to do it. Here's how. You will start hearing women say, height doesn't mean nothing. Now, does it mean something to women? Of course it does. But if I put out great talking points, women will grab them and gaslight you. So I'm going to put it out. Ladies, when a guy says I'm over 6 foot, why does he think that that means he's guaranteed coochie? Why do you guys over 6 foot and with money think that just because women say they want that, that means that they're guaranteed coochie? I don't think so. I don't think so. See, women are telling y'all different kind of ways. They're just not putting in a man's way for you to understand. So let me give them the articulation to be able to put it to you in a way where you can't squeeze up out of it. Okay? You don't get coochie based off of stats you've accumulated off the internet. Take notes, ladies. Those stats don't represent individual women in their individual emotional states and how they live their life and what they want. A lot of guys that think according to their stats that they should be able to have all the women and the women should never cheat, get cheated on the most. Just because you're over 6 foot and have money doesn't mean that you're excluded. And it doesn't mean that you're primed to get all the women. If you haven't noticed, women are going off of your aura, your energy. You got to have big dog energy, homie. You ain't got to be the tallest dog in the yard. You just have to have the most fight in you. That's what women are looking for. And I'm noticing already on the internet, including black women, are saying height doesn't really matter. I notice on podcasts, men are saying, well, you want to go over 6 foot, right? Hand her the mic. Well, you want to go money, right? Hand her the mic. You're telling her what to say, nigga. You're programming them. You're not giving them a chance to answer without telling them what to say first. I see all this stuff. I watched a podcast where a tall nigga was sitting next to a short nigga, that they were sitting so close together that their arm hairs were touching. Why does that happen? I sat back, didn't watch the podcast, I sat back. There's a reason for this. I personally believe that the tall nigga was trying to show the difference between the two. For whatever reason, he was insecure and needed to. And sure enough, one of the women on the podcast decided to take a jab at the guy's height. And then the tall guy jumps in. Here I am to save the day. Like the short guy needed him to jump in there and Captain Save a Ho. Listen, man. Y'all can keep pushing this whole I'm over 6 foot and I'm 6'4". You're still a lame. You understand? You're still a lame. The women can smell the lame on you. Y'all don't even get it, right? Listen, man, there's a reason why women follow me, listen to me, and I ain't got nowhere near the size following y'all have. It's because they can smell the big dog on me, and they can smell the coochie on you, and not in a good way, homie. Not in a good way. Listen, I don't sit online all day long and talk about how women don't care about your height. That would show insecurity. If you're over 6 foot and you keep bringing up that women only want men over 6 foot, which is only 14% of the population, and women are with dudes all day long that are not over 6 foot, you're just trying to make sure that you're somebody that stands out to women. It's not working. It's not working. Y'all really need to do better. I can see that the IQs are low. I can see that you're just grabbing talking points. You people don't know nothing about being 2 or 3 layers deep. Homie, please, man, you're getting your talking points from me, Big Daddy over here. All right? Y'all are weirdos, man. And women can smell it on you. You weird ass, lame ass podcasters. You weird ass, lame ass dating coaches. You weird ass, lame ass dudes over 6 foot that think you're guaranteed coochie. Or you weird ass, lame ass, stuck up, prick ass dudes that are making good money that think that you're guaranteed coochie. How is that working out for you? Don't seem like it's working out well if you're online complaining about women. Listen, man, I don't want to cook y'all up and continue to give women great talking points to destroy you in debates, but I have no problem with it. I don't like the fake assery. It's getting real bad out here. I don't appreciate it, and you're all weak and you don't never do what you need to do. Listen, you should be trying to be the most well-rounded individual you can. Relying on your height and not hitting the gym is not going to work out for you. Relying on your height and your money and having no character, charisma, and no kind of connection to God, which shows that your soul is pure, it's not going to work out for you. And getting jealous of guys that are under 6 foot, that are out here crushing the game. Why do we need to be reminded that most women prefer men over 6 foot? Why are y'all consistently doing that in podcasts when you know your job is to upraise men? Why are you the first ones to bring up being over 6 foot? Why are you the first ones to bring up clout and money? You're programming the women to put your stinking asses at the top of the list. Man, that is so selfish. Are you here for the dudes or are you chasing clout? Y'all some lame ass goofballs, man. The dudes just need some representation, but don't worry, the Sigmas are on our way to give them authentic representation without trying to put ourselves on while putting down other men. Y'all be trying to do little weird gaslighting and horrible jokes on guys that are short or guys that don't have money or clout. Little weird little ways that women do it. Women do that. Nigga, like, what are you doing, bro? Get up there and talk to those women. Stop putting words in their mouth. Stop keep eating, giggling. What's wrong with you? Y'all be talking to these women and y'all voice go all high and y'all really don't be repping dudes right. You really don't. True, y'all, let's be real. Y'all really don't even know how to talk around women. Y'all talk mad, mean game until a woman on your podcast. I'm not talking about a woman that you just run into, or a woman that jumps into your live stream. No, on your podcast a debate and you let them run you over every time. You let them get their points off every time. You don't stop it. You let them break your train of thought every time. You're not doing it and you're smiling in their face showing too many teeth. You're not used to being around women. That's why I'm telling you, we can tell a lame when we see one. You can't unlame a lame. And you lames can tell with or without me. Man, look, you think these dudes, if they're going after Aaron like they are, they're not like dropping in on small content creators like me, trying to gaslight me in front of other women like this guy right here. I guarantee the women are still watching me, boy. I guarantee you can't try to gaslight me or try to make me look bad by trying to point out my shortcomings. Women are going to, if I'm handsome enough and my voice is right and my charisma sounds, my charisma is right and my alignment seems with God, like I will never put my hands on a woman. Never have. Crazy ex cheated. I just ran away. I don't get that upset around women like I'd ever, get irate and do anything physical. Women appreciate that space I create for their safety and their comfort. You guys don't seem like they don't really feel safe around y'all. I'll be real. Y'all don't really seem like you're really used to being around women. Y'all want to be real. You seem uncomfortable, nervous. You let them talk too much. They don't want you to talk. I'm giving you some game. They don't want you to let them get away with whatever they're saying. They want you to find a way to articulate and shut them down because they know they're babbling. They're just trying to give you kickback against every point you make. They're not giving you no new train of thought. They're just giving you counter arguments. But you should be making sure you shut it down. It's like soft dudes, man, weird dudes. Again, I'm not out here to hate anybody, man. Right. I'm not out here to hate. I don't really care what you dudes do. I don't care about your money. I don't care about your clout. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care if you're 6'4" and you put a 5'8" guy next to you with sleeveless shirts so y'all can have both having your arms out and your arm hairs can touch each other. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I see weird stuff and I might be reading too much into things, but I think the couch was big enough to give each other a little bit more space. When it seemed like somebody's trying to give you a compare and contrast in size, and it's weird. Grown men really should. You might as well have been sitting there next to each other, your shirt off. You should have had some sleeves on, bro. Like, why in the world are two dudes sitting real close with no sleeves on? It seemed like a comparison contrast type of situation. See, these dudes on here do a lot of little weird stuff. Like I said, like women. So I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not on here to do gossiping or going back and forth. These guys are debating each other's ideology. Why are men debating other men? You're a grown man. You're not going to change your mind. So you're just talking. You want to talk to another man. You want to talk to another man. You want to argue with another man. You want to gossip with another man. I ain't got no time for it. I love my soul tribe, bro. I love y'all like some brothers, man. But I don't hang out with no damn hard legs. I don't sit here and want to argue with no hard leg. I don't want to be sitting over here showing too many of my teeth, smiling and kikiing with no hard leg. I don't know where y'all get that from. Must be from your single mothers you were raised by. Hey, look, boy, my daddy, listen, man. My daddy, I ain't talked to him in a couple months. I'm about to show up to his house and he gonna be like, hey son, what's going on? We don't need to be around each other all the time. He a Sigma. He loves his space. He loves it. The best thing I can do is not show up all the time. Man, please, y'all some weirdos. Y'all be wanting to huddle together and move like women do. You want to be hive-minded and key and gang up on people. You a Sigma, I already know. Y'all ain't around no dudes like that. Y'all wouldn't be over here watching, you know what I'm saying, me if y'all was. If y'all was around a bunch of dudes, y'all be like, why is this dude wearing shades? Man, why this dude's always wearing black? Da, da, da. You be trying to question what I'm doing instead of listen to the message. Only them alpha dudes be worried about it. Don't worry about why I'm wearing what I'm wearing. Fool, you a whole weirdo. You know what I'm saying? These dudes out here, listen, man, I can go on for days about how these haters be trying to get at you, maybe doing it on the slick. I'm going to tell you right now, ladies, y'all got to start making these dudes rethink their little goofy ass charts, right? So you need to start doing things like what we're doing, what I got these dudes doing. You need to start being like, I don't give a damn how tall you are. Mess their mind up. Start dating dudes that are short. Mess their mind up. I don't care how much money you have. I got my own money. I'm not telling you to date a guy that ain't making no money, but stop getting online talking about, oh, he got to make that, and you're giving these rich pricks the idea like, oh, I can just go and pee on her face and shit in her mouth, and she'll take that money. Is that how you want to be represented? Is it? No, you're better than that. Make them do better. You don't get to just walk up on a lady and be like, I'm 6 foot and I make over 100,000. You're coming with me right now. No, fool. No. So listen, man, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm not even saying this because I'm 5'9". I never had a woman tell me that I'm too short for her. I never have. I don't get on here talking about it a lot because I like to show y'all better than I can tell you. I got too many women chasing me. You show me any of you goofy podcasters that got more women running you down than me. I'll wait. I can get on TikTok right now and be getting hearted up from a bunch of women. I mean, which one of y'all getting more women chasing after you while you was going through your broke phase? And now I'm hiding my money. They don't know what I'm making. Well, some of them real nosy. You know what I mean? But they don't know what I'm making. You know what I mean? I still got them chasing me. I had them chasing me when I was still married. Y'all have no game, bro. Y'all don't. You dating coaches, Mr. Lucario, Mr. Popo. I don't think, man, look, this didn't popped up in my feed. You ain't got no game, bro. Mr. Popo, you ain't got no game, man. I'm just, listen, man. Listen, man. I'm leaving y'all alone best I can, but I could easily make another channel where I'm spitting game and I'll destroy y'all in that too. You need to chill out. You need to chill out. You need to reroute your business model. Shooting game is dead. Find a way to talk to men about how to be men without this goofy game thing, because the game is changing. If you're still approaching women in 2024 and beyond, when women are talking about approaching you, you've already lost, man. They know you desperate as hell and you a dog. They already know, because real men aren't chasing women. So you got to rethink your business model, goofy. Stop being lazy and do it. You can grow and learn. You know what I'm saying? Watch what I'm saying. Now, listen to what I'm saying and stop watching my aviator shades, goobers. Stop watching the aviator shades on my face and listen to the words that I'm saying. Man, y'all look like nerds. Y'all just don't, I guess because y'all get like, y'all got some following or whatever, you don't really realize how lame you are. You just don't. You don't. You can put me up against put a picture of me, videos of me, or anything against any of y'all, alpha, beta, manosphere dudes, any of y'all. And I can guarantee you the women will be like, I'll take the gray beard, the silver fox over there. Y'all lame, your energy's lame. I can't even watch y'all stuff, bro. It's like weird. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Hey, listen, Kevin Samuels was the pinnacle of that situation, and he ain't around to give y'all any more riz or swag. As soon as he left, all that whole movement, the energy was gone with him. You know what I'm saying? That's why we still talking about RIP KS. There should have been at least one of his predecessors. You know what I'm saying? Not predecessor, successor. It's a predecessor. Successor. His successors don't come along, man, and took over the reins. None of you have. You're lost. You're really just online trying to get a buck. That's why you was clout chasing with Aaron. That's why you got caught up. Period, point blank. Make some original content. Get on here and talk to these guys about how to get in touch with their spirituality. So when they ain't got nobody else to lean on, they ain't got these groups of guys that's gonna be around whenever you go through hard times. Ain't nobody gonna be around, nigga, when you go through hard times. Ain't nobody gonna be around. Trust me, I know. Ain't nobody gonna be around. You got people that check in with you every now and again, but you on your own. You have God, and God made you into a man, and that should be enough. That's all you should need right there. He made you a man. You should be thanking God. Thank God. Woo, I don't need nobody. Huh. You know what I'm saying? And handle your business. Y'all are some weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have I'm just being real, bro. I'm telling you, they keep thinking that they're copying me and copying other guys and trying to get the riz, the new look down, and you don't have that connection with God. That's why you still talking about running and sleeping with a bunch of women. If you had that connection, you would know that when you're sleeping with a bunch of women, you're getting soul ties. Especially going raw and all this other stuff, y'all. You know, you getting some you getting some head, you getting, you know what I'm saying, that sloppy toppy. You still getting them spiritual demons. You know what I'm saying? And every guy she throwed it before you. You getting them spiritual demons attached to you and attached to your stuff. And you out here teaching these young men to get out here and get a bunch of demons attached to them. Absolutely, my brother. When they need to be out here just trying to do like we used to do back in the day. Go out here. And my dad was not no player. My dad's only been with a few people before he met my mom. A lot of women threw themselves at him, but he never went with a bunch of women. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to get back to just, you know, focusing on what we need to be focusing on, building family, not worrying about marriage until we get some kind of marriage reform laws in place. And stop telling these guys that, you know, the STD rate's looking like right now. And y'all encouraging men to get out here and run up on 20 women a day or whatever and all this other goofy stuff. Why are you leading these young men down that road, boy? It's for the money. They're using y'all like, you know how like these women and these pander bear dudes use the emotional state of these women that have been hurt by men to pander to them and lie to them. And these women continue to stay single and can't get out this trap because they're feeding themselves in this echo chamber of everything they want to hear. That's what those alpha beta dating coaches are doing to you. They're feeding you what you need to hear. And you're in an emotional place and you think that this man is going to be able to teach you how to be a man to get the woman that you want. When that fool more than likely ain't got no woman, ain't married. You know what I'm saying? Telling you, ooh, just play the game until you die. Okay. No, man. That's not the way it's supposed to be. God made woman for a reason. That's your rib. You want to go all your life without getting your rib back? No. But that don't mean that every rib is yours. You got to go look for your rib. You got to work and find your rib. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be out here on some defeatist thing like, oh, no, you ain't supposed to look for love. Man, I love women, dude. I don't give a crap what anybody say, boy, and whoever has any kind of wishful thinking. I love women. I love them so much. I took a sabbatical, healed myself, and then I'm back out here on the streets, man. So I don't have to bring any of that trauma, any spiritual demons or any of that shit into anything new. I'm a whole new person. You didn't recognize me from a couple years ago. You know what I mean? So I'm big about that. You don't need to look, man. You don't need to sleep with a bunch of women to prove that you're a man. I'm gonna say it again, young bucks. You do not have to sleep with a bunch of women to prove that you're a man. As a matter of fact, when you get older, the ones that had the testicular fortitude, there we go, to keep it in their pants and focus on their business and pass on wisdom or discipline, those are going to be the ones you look up to more than the ones that were running through women and continuing to run through women, because they know that they are the head no matter what women say. And women are going to always look for that no matter what they say. And if they're out here taking advantage of that, they're a piece of shit and they're not trying to change at all. And they're telling you to keep doing it. That's bad leadership. I don't do stuff like that. I do tell y'all to get out there if you're dating or whatever, have a good time. But I don't be telling y'all, for the most part, unless I'm in one of my sassy time moods. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like, hey, you can be looking for love, hold out, save your money, travel the world. You don't know where you're gonna meet your next wife, your future wife. You might end up being close to 35, and you might end up meeting that 24-year-old. You might have to wait on it. You know what I'm saying? Just get yourself and be the best version of yourself. You have a lot of guys out here that are gaslighting that. When you hear dating coaches and other guys like that talking about, oh, all this crap about being the best version of yourself, and they don't know God. They don't know God. And I guarantee if you look in their life, they're probably miserable. Just like those women can't be running around following women because they make them feel good. You're a grown man. You shouldn't be following dudes that make you feel good. You need to be listening to the ones that you know is telling you the truth to make you into a better. When you are a better man and you're in alignment with God, you don't care what anybody else thinks. You don't care. And not this, oh, I don't care. People that say I don't care too much, they really care. No, you will show that you don't care. You will show it because you don't. You understand? Because you don't. You got a lot of dudes. I listened to that MTR guy. You know, when he kept saying, like, I was reading my comments, and I'm like, this dude is really about his image. He's worried about his image. But then he ran and jumped on something that he should have waited and vetted more. So he's all kind of ways messing up. And then he got his boys out here running hit pieces. Absolutely, my brother. Absolutely. You're dropping some knowledge over. Let me go ahead and take some screenshots of some of the stuff that you're dropping. Some of the stuff got to be spread. I got a spiritual channel. I can use some of that in the title. I appreciate you. Listen, you know, continue to do what you're doing. Don't let no man tell you, because you ain't got the clout, the money, or the height, that you ain't man enough or you ain't a king in your kingdom. First of all, who in the hell is he? Any dude that says anything that goes against who you are as a man, you block it out and you understand that's a fool. You don't talk to kings and other men like that. See, when a man needs to put a bunch of other men down, a man can't help his height. And in the moment, a man can't help his financial situation. And possibly in that same moment, he might not be able to get the clout that he wants. But that moment in time doesn't represent that man's totality at all, or in totality at all. It represents a moment in time where he's being tested. And now you're going to see the God in him. You're going to see how deep his faith is in God through how he overcomes that obstacle or that lesson. See, that's what I look at. Y'all be out here wanting to make sure that you'll never make a mistake and worry about what everybody else thinks. The greatest, I ain't going to try to mess with that word right now, but the greatest people, the greatest minds that we've had, you know what I'm saying, that people actually listen to, are the people that you would probably least expect. People look to Mike Tyson for great wisdom because he's been through the mud. He's had everything stripped from him. And he came back, and even when he was a monster, he decided to find God, or whatever religion he switched to, still God. And now he's a gentle giant, passing on wisdom, right? Man, you listen, it's the ones that mess up the most that end up having the most wisdom, or, you know, the ones that are most in alignment with God, that are humble, that can give you the wisdom without you feeling like somebody talking down to you, like they better than you or something like that. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying these guys think they're better than you or whatever. I'm saying that you're supposed to give them a man. This is what I'm just an army sergeant. I don't know what I'm talking about. But how I treated my soldiers in the army is I gave them the respect of being a man. I treated them like I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like them. But you're gonna respect my authority, or otherwise I'm gonna have your ass out here. I'm gonna smoke you in this hot ass sun. You know what I'm saying? While I sit in the shade. You know what I mean? But I didn't run around here like I'm better than them though. See, because I know I'm not. Look, man, being over 6 foot don't guarantee you coochie. You could be over 6 foot and look like a 1985 basketball player at 26 years old with 43-year-old male pattern baldness and a thick ass mustache. Talking about I'm gonna get out here and get women, not unless it's 1986. You know what I'm saying? Or 1977. Absolutely not. That don't mean guarantee nothing. You can be a tall, goofy looking nigga. What you talking about? You can be a dude with money that comes off like a prick and like women don't know whether you like men or women. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it all depends on how you move, and women just go off your energy. They want to, first of all, make sure they're going to be safe with you and you the kind of man that really likes women. And women can tell. They can tell, man. They can tell if you've been with a woman. They can tell if you've taken the time to learn women. That's what it is. I take the time to learn them. Shit, I was learning a narc for 9 years. I learn every woman I'm with. I have a deep understanding of women psychology, man. Ideology and the modern woman and all that. I'm not going to tell all y'all my secrets, but some of this will be available on the Patreon and the members section of my other 2 channels, King David the Chosen and Lone Wolf Narc Bully. Don't miss those. I'm telling you, brother, I appreciate you, man. And I'm pretty much, I think I ran out of everything I had to say, and I don't want to run it too long. But you brothers out there, don't let nobody call you a short king, okay? Short compared to that tall, goofy, goofball goober, but you might be the perfect height for whatever woman. Don't let any dude take away from your confidence, period. He might consider you short, but a woman might consider you and your aura tall as all outside. Man, you don't know. It don't matter what a dude thinks. We don't need to be letting any alpha male, beta male let you know what women want. Women tell you what they want. Women dictate that. I see them programming women in videos. You want a guy with money, right? You want a guy at 6 foot, right? Of course they're gonna say, yeah. Let them think first, nigga. You putting words in their mouth. They do it all the time. It's programming. Of course, a woman that's already drinking gonna be like, oh yeah, of course. Let her talk. She might not even bring up height. She might bring up connection to God. She might say divine masculine. See, y'all don't know nothing about the divine masculine. There's not a single time I've heard any of these spiritual women that describe a divine masculine and say he's got to be 6 foot. Y'all don't even know what divine masculine is. You're so far behind. I'm so far ahead of you. I got all the spiritual chicks watching me, and I got the 3D chicks that y'all got watching me too. I got them all, man. Y'all lost, bro. You don't know what women want. Listen, man, we're like the end of times. Women are in touch. They can feel some shit going on, and they want a leader. Y'all out here talking about dating advice. What about your soul, boy? Man, listen, man. You're not tapped in. You're not in alignment, and just dropping stats doesn't mean nothing. Women know there's only 14% of tall men. That's why they go around and have flings with y'all. But they know 9 times out of 10 they're not going to end up with one of you. You know what I'm saying? And then when they are with y'all, they want something different. They cheat with a dude like me. Are you crazy? They don't care. Women, they don't care. Listen, man, I'm just not going to. What I'm going to do, I'm putting this out here for my fellas, for my tribe, for any man that just don't want to listen to what other men are trying to say, that they know what women want. And these dudes are not married or in a situation where they have multiple wives that are on lock. They're just out here single like you and they don't know what they're saying, man. All these guys get on here and babble. They study me. A lot of these dudes be studying me. A lot of these dudes be coming over here watching me talk about the dating coach stuff is over, getting in their feelings like women and making counter content. You're emotional like your single mother, bro. That's why you don't get no women, Mr. Popo. I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to keep the gloves soft because you got to remember, I'm a whole combat veteran. I work for the White House. I can't be going at a bunch of content creators like that, man. Like, I gotta play it safe. You gotta remember, I had to sign an NDA when I left the White House, so I can't be just out here crushing content creators. Like I can't be doing stuff like that's why I keep it light and keep it trucking. I don't be making reaction videos to their content because I don't care if they try to bring a strike on me. I don't give a damn. I'll let it be known who did it and watch you crash and burn and figure out something else. Ain't nobody worried about no 3 strikes. I don't got. See, that's the whole point of becoming a mogul and a brand. You're not trapped on YouTube. But I'm not going to give y'all too much game. You're over watching me all the time anyway. Got to make sure I put that on the members only stuff. You want that kind of game, you're going to pay me. Yeah, boy, you're going to pay me. You know what I'm saying? I'm already giving you enough free game. I ain't definitely going to teach y'all how to get in touch with the spiritual stuff. Be having these goofy, low vibrational alphas trying to call themselves a divine masculine and stuff and saying a bunch of crazy stuff to women with astrology just to get the draws. Nah. No. See, a lot you're not listening to women when they get online. A lot of these women that are going on podcasts, they're wearing crystals, they're wearing evil eye protection, they're saying stuff like I'm a divine feminine, I'm looking for my kingdom spouse. These are spiritual women lingo. They mask it, but they're spiritual chicks or witches, and they're looking for a man that has a connection to God. Y'all don't have any connection to nothing. So you being 6 foot don't mean nothing to them. Okay, you having a little bit of money, it don't mean nothing to them. I got women over here wanting to try the dick out because they know now I'm in touch with God, and I ain't touched no woman in 2 years. So I'm attracting women to me. I ain't even laying with nobody or masturbating. You know what I'm saying? I have Negroes watching me that do fitness channels, and you got to watch people, man. And this dude, I was watching this one guy. He was trying to say that semen retention and no fap doesn't help with muscle gain or any. How would he know? He probably ain't gone long enough on semen retention, and I'm on semen retention. I guarantee I'm more cut than that dude is. But he the kind of dude that blames it on genetics. You have a lot of guys out here, man, that study you, that are insecure as hell, and they project a lot, right? When you hear a man over 6 foot talking about a guy under 6 foot, what's the reason for it? You're over 6 foot. What do you care for? You know what I'm saying? If that man ain't worried about it, why are you? Because he's projecting. He's letting it be known to the women. He's only 5'8", 5'9". You know what I'm saying? If you weren't worried about him, why are you bringing up his height? I think that you people over 6 foot, you dudes over 6 foot, are more worried about us than you try to make it out to be. As you should be. You should be. You being over 6 foot don't mean that you got 9 or 10 inches of fucking rod either, homie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you need to be chilling out. Y'all are some goofies. Anytime I can tell when y'all are insecure, man. Ain't nobody worried about anybody else. Dude, I will take your girl, man. I'll be running around in a hole when I get my clout up a little bit, because you like clout. I will be like the Chris Brown of the doggone dating sphere. I will be smashing your chicks in the background and you won't know nothing. You're out here doing too much. You need to keep your mouth shut, and you need not worry about what Sigmas do. Or I'm going to get there, homie. I'm going to have my pop off day, and then I'm going to DM your girlfriends, and I'm going to smash through them all. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. You guys are lame. Then you need to stay in your lane. When you see a real one coming, people to take a knee or get out the way. Not try to put up any defense, blocks, or try to be cute and sassy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the one. I'm not the one. I don't like none of y'all. I don't kiss no ass to get where I need to go. I'm not worried about going through the whole manosphere little podcasting. I don't want to even be affiliated like that with y'all. My own thing. I'm a lone wolf. You know, I got affiliation a little bit with MGTOW because I agree with them dudes. I also have affiliation with, Save Yourself Black Man, and you know what I mean. I agree with those ideologies to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Any way that men are taking their power back and not concerning themselves with chasing women, being all about women, or sitting here all day long crushing women without giving men a way to, be a better person, get in touch with their spiritual side, get their connection going on with God, leading by example and telling you guys to get back in shape, not just telling you to do it while being sloppy as hell, telling you guys about fasting where I'm fasting because sometimes in the morning I'll be on here, my mouth be so dry, I be having the little cotton balls in the cracks on my mouth like little boozy. You know what I'm saying? You be like, I know that nigga hungry. Yes, I'm fasting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I live by example. I'm not on here trying to be cute all the time. I'm on here trying to do the best I can, giving a tough love to the women. I also have the other channel where I'm talking and giving them sweet nothings as well. Get on TikTok and work out, talk to them, right? I have different outlets where I talk to the ladies and the women. I get on here and I crush the females and I crush the males. It's called that tough love. At the end of the day, I love everybody, want everybody to do better. But like you goofballs in the manosphere section like to say, I like to hold you niggas accountable. That's one of your favorite things to say. That's so goofy. It's so goofy to talk about holding another man accountable. Hold yourself accountable, boy. What's wrong with you? Y'all done took up the whole woman's business model and run with it. A bunch of gossiping niggas online. Man, I never thought I'd see the day. Online, arguing about who's the king of gossipers. You know what I'm saying? Tommy Sotomayor wants the crown. Well, nigga, you got it. You're the king of gossipers. Come on, man. Get your goofy, out of shape asses in shape, show them in the process, and lead them down the right way. We don't need to be online bickering with each other. I done told y'all about this, man. I try to make sure I keep it. I'm like, hey, don't start, inward fighting, because if you do, I'm going to break it up. You don't want me to break it up, because I'm going to start giving women other ideas. They come to me and they watch my channel. I'm going to give them other ideas. Oh, you know what? We don't need to focus on nobody over 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them guys do be goofy. A lot of them guys think that they deserve coochie automatically just because the stats say that women prefer it. Prefer it and need it are two different things. Stop letting these goofies think their stats guarantee them something. No, your stats put you in the best case scenario for getting the optimal amount of vagina. But that don't mean it's guaranteed. If you're a lame, you can't unlame a lame. You cannot go to these seminars. It's got to be you got to go within yourself and figure out who you are, and you have to project it outwardly. And whatever that is, if it's corny, nerdy, stupid to a bunch of people, it doesn't matter. Your soul tribe will find you. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're putting yourself out there to be found. The people that are corny, goofy, weird like you will find you. Why do you think I'm on here crushing? I should be kissing these niggas' ass if I want to grow. So they can be like, yeah, let me go and invite this guy up when I get my clout right or whatever. You know how they do on here. It's like they want you to have a certain amount of subscribers before they even hit you up or whatever. I'm out here crushing them. I'll be like, I don't care, boy. Because I don't care. I'm a whole engineer. I work for the government, boy. Like, I'm a real one. I am a one-man army. I don't need working with y'all and blessing y'all with my knowledge is one thing, but y'all thinking I need you to get where I need to be at is a whole nother. You are insane. Boy, please. See, you get a little bit of clout online, you think, what does that mean to me? What does that mean? I just started doing this. I already got women talking about they want a guy that's spiritual. They want a Sigma guy. Y'all weren't able to get women to move like that. You weren't. I put out this stuff saying, whatever you think about me is none of my business. I'm not going to let you make it that. Women are saying that. I inspire change. I influence people. You guys are just online running your mouths and gossiping like a bunch of females. You know what I mean? You're not doing, Turn that volume on. You're not doing what you need to be doing and representing men like you should be representing. And you're not leading men that's going to end up getting us all back together, getting us all on code. You're just feeding men a bunch of hate that's going to keep them upset and bitter. And the men, they're not seeing y'all work out. They're not seeing y'all fasting. You're talking about it somewhat, but you're still busting out of your clothes. It don't make any sense. You're saying the same talking points over and over, and you're stumbling over that. You're not bringing anything new. What are you doing? See, what you should be doing is kissing my ass. You see that I got the women's ear. You should be trying to find a way to get in touch with me. Instead, you got that there can only be one. Remember, I started that. There can only be one Negro, and they got to take everyone's head off that comes for their throne and absorb their power. It's weird out here with these Highlander ass goofballs and these other people that don't want to really, like, the way they went after Aaron. It just made me feel like the way they think about other dudes that are making their way however they need to and not going through the channels or kissing ass the way they would, right? Online talking about it wasn't a good idea on the show. Granted, it might not have been a good idea to on the show, but how it wouldn't have been a good idea. It wasn't a good idea for Harriet Tubman to do what she did. It wasn't a great idea for Martin Luther King to go on the marches that he did, or Malcolm X. What we have to do, though, is do what's needed to look where all this conversation is going on now because Aaron did what he did. Look at how now we got some talking points, and we're also able to see some hidden ops that are portraying themselves as men that are for men, for the people, when really they want to watch this young man Aaron fry. More than likely because he said he had 100K in his account, and that he has a trade, and that he was young and his confidence is up, and he wasn't 6'4", and he doesn't have a bunch, he's not a millionaire and all this other crazy crap. He went against all of these crazy stats and still walked off there with the baddest chick on the show that day. Okay, so it's just a mess out here, man. And I just feel a calling to just call it out. It is what it is. When they start forming a whole ecosystem of content creators, protecting content creators, doing what the media does, putting out propaganda to sway the audience, and using their huge platforms to basically bully this one person, it's weird to me. It's weird. It's not grown black man behavior, and it needs to be called out. Period. Point. What, you gonna gang up on this dude, keep dropping hit pieces, you corny goofballs? You see your comment sections tearing you apart. Do you not care about what your actual subscribers are saying? Well, when I seen that Zed video, I'm like, let me go to this comment section. Them African American dudes was tearing them up. I'm like, let me see if he drops another one. So you just don't even care what your audience is saying. I'm not telling you to go and change your whole, but you ain't listening to him at all. Like I said, dude, watch who you're watching. You have a lot of Negroes out, not Negroes, because these people are the blacks from other parts of the world. You have a lot of people out here that want to put themselves in secret competition with you. Man, I'll be noticing when I up my output, of content, I notice everybody else upgrading their output as well. I can see that these people are in secret competition. It's real lame to me, bro. It's real lame, and I just love how God blesses me to see my enemies, and that's something else that pisses them off. They know I know who they are. They know they probably wouldn't be able to reach out to me because I'm gonna call them out. Any of y'all that have dropped shade on my archetype, when you reach out to me, I'm gonna go through your content. If I feel like you drop shade towards my archetype or me, I'm gonna be like, fuck you. I don't want to know where I go get lost. You fucking weirdo. I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all do too much online and you're not held accountable. You're able to drop little goofy shade and hide behind words. I can see through that shit. I can see through it. A bunch of weirdos, exactly. And I don't want to keep using that word nerd because that's a good word. I mean, we got women saying like, I want a nerd. No, we don't use nerd. These are weirdos. These are weirdos. These are trolling weird. These are grown men that found a way to have other grown men worried about gossip. They found a way to mimic the woman's system of dropping tea and this and that and the third. And now we're watching men, you know what I'm saying, talk on gossip and gossip about other men. You guys should be feeling your breasts getting larger every time you watch one of those videos. You know what I'm saying? You should be feeling mushy in the chest every time you watch a doggone video with these guys that are out here gossiping, you know, and spreading gossip and what the hell are you doing? You ain't got nothing you doing with yourself besides spending your raggedy ass YouTube money. Man, I don't hear bettering yourself. You're not going to the gym. You're not posting none of that. You're not getting in touch with the Most High. You're not posting any meditation, anything spiritual. You're just on here gossiping about other men, talking about you're a mentor and you try to give them advice. Advice on what? How to be a weirdo? How to be a fake ass content creator 101. Try to fool people into thinking that you have their side, especially the younger ones. Screenshot everything, create a paper trail. I wish that weirdo would. I know all about paper trails. How do you think I got custody of my son? I paper trailed everything. You know what I'm saying? My baby mom wasn't even ready. All of her accounts, all of everything. So this young man wasn't thinking this fool was screen. No. You got to understand. These male content creators are like females. They're trying to get clicks and views. I watched a bunch of these content creators, bunch of male and female, try to mansplain their way. Well, look at here. You got to understand. We got to make these your fault cause we got to make these titles, and these titles got to be able to catch your attention, and we got to make them, you know, salacious. And why don't you start a trend of putting titles in? Because I see grown men dropping titles that are so doggone long you can't even see the rest of it. But I'm a grown man. I like to read, so I click on it. You know what I'm saying? I click on it. If you need to drop short titles that are just clickbait because you're listening to vidIQ and all these other goofy channels telling you how to hit the algorithm, what are you here for? Are you really here for the people? Or are you here for the clicks and views? Now, I understand we're all here to make money. I get it. Heard one of them dudes say that too. We're all here to make money. You know, yes, we are. I also made money while I was in the army. I didn't do that for free. Gotcha, nigga. Gotcha. Gotta be a little bit more selfless than that. Why don't you go ahead and be the voice of change? Your platforms are big enough. I'm speaking about people that have over 100K or close to it. You Negroes, you black dudes, you. Yeah, you. Content creator. Watching me. Yeah, I know you're watching. I'm talking to you. All of y'all. Charles, who else popped up my Lucario? Who else popped up my feed? Bunch of Negroes popping up my feed lately. You know what I'm saying? I know you're watching me. I'm an engineer. I know how this works. Okay? Do better. Give these guys some type of, you know, inspiration instead of just calling out other males. That's very feminine in nature. You guys, I've told you, these guys under 35 are really good with words. Like women. They're good with gaslighting like women. I don't even listen to it. They be on there trying to do these things like a woman would do. You know, these guys out here, don't be like, who are you to tell? It's weird. These guys have no life experience, but they try to make it seem like they do. They're on here watching people live their life and then giving their perspective of an observer, where I'm an actual participant. I actually participate in my life. I don't watch others. You know what I'm saying? So you're watching an observer, aka monitoring spirit, which means that they have narcissistic tendencies, try to tell you what you need to do, how you need to be a better man. Well, this guy is watching other men and getting envious and jealous of men and using wordplay to try to throw shade. I see him do it all the time. It's very low IQ. That's why I like the women. The women be putting and articulating some shit, and I'll be like listening to them talk, because that's part of the way that I hone my skill, trying to catch people, you know, double talking. And women, I got to be like, hold up, I got to stop. Did she just? I got to rewind it back and be like, oh, that was slick. Dudes be obvious as day. I'm like, dude, come on. Man, you're so obvious and insecure, man. That's why women can play on your top so much. You know what I'm saying? That's why they can play on your top. We are over here. I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to know, I ain't like these fake ass other content creators. I'm an artist. I appreciate all of y'all. Even the haters that come over here and watch the content or whatever. I appreciate all of y'all, because I know we're all connected. And, everything I go through is a part of my life, and everyone I encounter is meant to be there. You know what I'm saying? So we're all working together in our own ways, becoming better people. You know what I mean? So again, to the Soul Tribe that actually supports me, hits the like button, drops the comments. You guys are definitely building the channel. The channels are built from the subscribers. You as a content creator are just like a siren. Yeah, I be paying attention, readers. I'm paying attention. I watch everything. You know what I'm saying? You're like a siren, and you just calling all of your tribe to you. As the tribe collects, the tribe builds the channel. The tribe watches the videos, the tribe shares the videos, the tribe interacts with the videos. The tribe is extremely important. And you shouldn't build your tribe from other people's tribe. It should be grassroots. You build a grassroots tribe, you have a family, and no matter what platform you go to, they go with you. How long it takes you to build that tribe, I don't know. It depends on you, and it depends on how trending whatever you're saying is. But if you stay dedicated to your craft, does it really matter how long it takes? What is your goal here? Y'all don't understand yet? I'll tell you. It's about the journey. You haven't figured it out yet? Life's about the journey. You think that you want to get somewhere to sit on your ass and throw your feet up. You're not going to do that when you get there. You're going to find another goal or something else to master, or because we're human. We don't just stay here to live and eventually die. No, we want to learn. We want to figure things out. We want to become better. That's the God in you. You know what I'm saying? That's what God does. So, it's not about getting to that destination. You got content creators right now with 200,000, 500,000, over 1 million, and they're out here fishing for ideas, moving to different countries. I watch everything. Starting over, I watch everything. You know what I'm saying? All of what I say will apply to certain people that I know that watch me. I pay attention to everything. It's my job. I realize that. I've always been observant, but I got that bird's eye view. Whenever I'm not making videos, I'm doing my Neo thing, really like the architect thing. I just observe everybody and I watch what you're doing. I watch what you're complaining about, and I decide what I'm going to talk about. I love it. I love it, man. And none of y'all know that I know, because I don't get on here and run my mouth and tell you all the people that I know watch me. I got celebrities watching me, rappers watching me, comedians watching me, obviously actresses watching me. Your boy got it like that, man. And again, if you're online, gentlemen, you never know who's watching you. You always show up your best. You understand? You always show up your best. Some of the girlfriends I've gotten were random days, but I'm a Leo. When I step outside, I'm always I used to have women gaslight me and say, I am tired of every time you leave your house, you look good. They would be mad at it because they're like, damn, I can't never take an easy day off. This guy's always looking good. I'm helping you step your game up, baby. Don't be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping you step your game up. You should always leave your home dressed the best, feeling the best. You know what I'm saying? Knowing you're the best, head held high, shoulders back. You know what I mean? I don't leave my house half-assed. I'm crazy. Crazy. But listen, y'all done got off subject, man. I was planning on going inside and going live from my desk. I might still do it. I was waiting on my son to go to sleep. I didn't know what I was going to talk about out here. And, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I come outside at night because my kid, it's the summertime. So I'm hanging out with him. His leg is healed up. He's walking around. So we be doing stuff, man. And then I don't want to be talking about women and stuff like that, like around him. I don't want him to hear it. I don't want him to internalize anything that I'm saying. And how kids at the age of 13 or whatever to listen to I hear my son all the time using my ad libs. I use my ad libs all the time. He's laughing like me. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear that stuff. So I'm like, get my black ass outside and let him fall asleep or whatever. And then I go inside and do whatever I do. But I like being out here in nature anyway. So, it works. But, take care of the kids, y'all. Watch what you say around them. You know what I mean? Now, I should be not talking that way, period. I understand that, but I'm not perfect, y'all. I'm still a work in progress. I keep trying to show y'all that you're never completely, perfect or completely ever 100% healed or whatever. It's life's a journey. You're always, getting hurt, having to heal, upgrading yourself. I'm one of them dudes like I make mistakes. Got a lot of mistakes in my past, and I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. I like admitting when I'm wrong. I really do. Every time I admit when I'm wrong, I feel better. As a man, it's hard to admit when you're wrong. You got to really be outside your ego uh, to admit when you're wrong. So I admit when I'm wrong to my kid a lot. Like I'll be forgetting to do things or whatever, and he'll be like, "Hey, Dad, we're supposed to." I'm like, "Oh, my bad, buddy." You know what I'm saying? I don't give myself no excuse. Be like, "Hey, man, you right." You know what I'm saying? I messed up. Let me go ahead and get myself together or whatever. Apply that to whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here talking to y'all, man, because I do have some subscribers that are women that just like to hear my voice, fellas. I'm just gonna be real. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to y'all, but they like to see my face, which is they can't see it tonight, but they like to hear my voice. So I got to give them some stuff to go off of. Got to take care of the ladies, fellas. Remember that we got to take care of the ladies. I didn't say the females. I said the ladies. But anyway, smash that like button, y'all. Go on ahead and drop a comment. Ladies, I know y'all watching me. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all watching me from your fake accounts. What's going on? You ain't go on ahead and drop that like button and drop a comment. Look, I ain't gonna bite you too much. You can reach out to your boy. I know y'all be watching. Fellas, just disregard this little section right here for the ladies. I know y'all be watching. You know what I'm saying? Why don't y'all come on over, man? Just go ahead and drop a comment. Reach on out. You know you want to. I'll be listening to y'all. Look, man, look. I'm not as intimidating as you think. See, look, man. I'm listening. Look, y'all be talking like you kind of understand. You're right. I don't drop my guard for everyone. You're right. You got to be polite and you have to work your way through a friendship first. But that don't mean that you need to sit in the background and keep studying. Do a little bit more hands-on. I'm trying to tell you, ladies, the hands-on is way better than sitting back and watching from a distance. Come on now. You do better than this. Look. Make sure you subscribe to my other channel, King David the Chosen. I'm gonna have some nice, slow, quiet storm conversations, ladies. Over here, this is for the fellas. I can't be over here sweet dicking the camera too much. It's grown men watching. But going over there to King David the Chosen, I'm gonna go ahead and do some talking, a little pillow talk. You need to understand that a Sigma is not your enemy here. We're the best male option. Don't be intimidated. I'm gonna reply. Get this one in my spirit. Absolutely, my brother. Absolutely. Absolutely. Remember, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and join the tribe. I'm out here daily dropping content on one of my channels, mostly this one. And I'm spreading around. Gentlemen, keep doing what you're doing. I'm not going to hold you up. Remember, don't let another man tell you what you're not capable of doing or how many women or what kind of women you're capable of getting due to your height, your financial circumstances in the moment, or whatever. As long as you don't want to be a gesture, but if you are one, you want to be able to make her smile, make her laugh a little bit, remain mysterious, don't tell her all your business, and have strong boundaries. And if she says goofy or weird things, just call her out for it. Like when you let women get away with being a goofball goober, they know you're letting them get away with it and they don't respect it. I don't let any woman get away with saying anything crazy around me. And unlike a lot of these content creators, I don't just have men follow me, I have women as well. Okay? On all platforms, mainly TikTok, where I have 23,000 followers, mostly women. So I don't need to prove anything on here about height or being short. The proof is in the pudding, as they say. And also, you guys are seeing women flocking to me. You see women taking my ideologies, and you're just like, fuck. It doesn't matter to me. Your dudes talking about other dudes. Your dudes gaslighting short dudes. Your dudes gaslighting dudes that financial situation is not as great as yours. Your dudes gaslighting dudes that don't have clout online on your level. That's weird. There's no justification other than your single mother raised you right. You know what I'm saying? You're just like her. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I do. Your mother should have swallowed, and your dad should have left you running down the backside of your mother's left thigh. You know what I'm saying? That's where you should have been left dripping, because you are a waste of genes being over 6 foot cornballs. And you're a waste of either family money or talent if you're rich, and you're still hating on men that have less than you. Complete waste. Anyway, y'all, want to leave you with that. Know your losers. Know that not a single Sigma cares what you say, because it's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. Women know a lame when they see one, and you can't unlame a lame. Understand, when they say that, they're not lying to you. That is actually the God honest truth. When a woman tells you you are a lame, and most women are telling you you are a lame, you can guarantee you are a goofball goober. You are a lame. And ain't no black woman especially want any goofy ass lame near her, around her, or on her arm. And most other women are getting to the point where you can't be just black. You got to be a little bit more than that. You corny goofball losers are not going to be able to go overseas and have no riz or swag either. Get yourselves together. Being over 6 foot and having money doesn't excuse you from not trying to be the best version of yourself as a man. And I will land my plane with that. Love and